Okay. So what was our last section like? It's observed part, right?
Yeah, it's Grafana and all
Yes.
things covered.
So coming to observe DB, learn Prometheus Grafana, and we install both using Helm in Kubernetes to monitoring Kubernetes cluster, right?
Yes.
There is a one more lab to Prometheus and install that will know you deeply how to configure Prometheus individually and same Grafana. Okay. So coming to these Grafana and Prometheus is purely open source. So anyone can download and install and customize as per their requirement. Okay. So one more uh, tool commonly we used for the observability and monitoring, that is Datadog. So today we will go through the Datadog. Anyone heard about Datadog?
No.
Okay. So
In one of
data.
our projects, I think our project team used Datadog, but I haven't worked on it.
No. Okay. So Datadog is a paid software. Okay, actually it's paid one. We didn't install Datadog on any machine or any infra. We just using the Datadog software, that is a web application software, so we can log into the uh, I mean using any browser, then we can go to Datadog URL, then we can log in to the Datadog to monitoring our infrastructure. But before that we need to create a Datadog account, then we need to onboard our resources like virtual machine or Docker, Kubernetes, all things you need to onboard to Datadog. Then after that, we can monitor your application, uh, virtual machines, Docker, Kubernetes, Jenkins, all things we can monitor, database. Then we can set alerts as per our needs. Okay. For example, if any machine is utilizing above CPU percentage, like 80, above 80 percentage or 70 percentage, we will get a alert along with a mail notification. That all we can set on the uh, alert configuration. So it's purely a web application. So consider this is the Datadog. We can access the Datadog on any browser. So this is considered, this is Datadog UI. Okay, Datadog. So in Datadog dashboard, we can see our resources. For example, We have a AWS account, okay? Consider AWS account. Then we have a Azure account. Then we have some resources in our on premise. Okay, this is an on premise. In Azure, we have a lot of resources. In AWS, same. Okay, so we can monitor all resources or integrate all the resources to our Datadog. So for a monitoring perspective, or for example, we need to know the resource utilization or status and all the things. We didn't go to each provider or checking to each individual resources, because if we configure all the things in Datadog, we can just log into our Datadog and we can see all the resources in our dashboard.
So, but that Grafana did the same thing, right?
Yes, definitely same thing.
Monitoring too.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
But in several projects in US, I can see the Datadog there, like in DevOps roles and SRE roles, site reliability engineer. Got it.
Yes.
Then yes, first, then how we, for example, if in AWS, okay, we have several virtual machines, VM running. So how we integrate these machines to our Datadog? So actually, Datadog is a agent-based service, okay? Agent-based. So what is agent-based? You heard about agent and agentless, all of you.
Maybe it needs a person to monitor and it's not completely automatic.
Mm. Uh, sorry, once again.
No, there is a manual intervention needed and somebody has to monitor this, I guess, agent based.
No, yes, but actually, a agent means, for example, uh, someone needs to send the details, right? I mean, of the corresponding machines or resources. For example, here there is a virtual machine, okay, in AWS. So we need the Datadog need the virtual machine status lively, right? So, like the status in the sense of the machine details, name, network, CPU, all the things we need to know for monitoring in this dashboard, right? So we need a agent in inside this machine. So what will we do? We can get uh, a URL. It's a command in Datadog. So we just to copy the entire command and we just install in the corresponding machine. Okay. For example, in this case, this virtual machine. Okay, we just go to log into this machine and we will install the command that we will get from the Datadog. So it will download agent inside this machine, and through the agent, this machine we can monitor in this Datadog dashboard. So the agent will send all the things to Datadog. Got it. It's a agent with a API actually. There is a API we install on the corresponding machine. if it is in the mission, or we can do same in other resources like database, Kubernetes, Docker, all things we can monitor same way. Even we can monitor like services also. For example, in this virtual machine, we deploy a Apache, okay, Apache service. So we can monitor, okay, we can monitor this Apache. We can monitor using Datadog. So we can check the logs of the Apache, who are accessing or which machines are requesting to access our application. All things we can see in the Datadog dashboard lively. Got it? All of you. Then we
Sure,
install
sir.
Yes. Then we install Jenkins, right? We can monitor an entire Jenkins application using Datadog. So we can see how many jobs are running and Jenkins status, how many nodes are in Jenkins, all the things related to Jenkins we can, like we can monitor CI/CD tools. That's a thing.
Can you repeat once again the agent one? I didn't get it.
Agent is considered it's a person of Datadog that we install in corresponding resources. So to getting the detail of the machines, and the agent will send all the things lively to the corresponding. To Datadog.
Then what is agentless? How does it work?
Uh, that is agent. Agentless is we couldn't install anything to the resources. Okay, like for example, now we are installing something in the machine. Okay, coming to agent. Agentless means we didn't install anything, and that machine is automatically fetching or sending the details to the corresponding thing. That is called agentless.
But Datadog we are installing right in the machine.
Coming to Datadog, it's installed. It's agent, not agentless.
Oh, Datadog is the agent.
Yes.
You said
But
it's a
about
web application, right?
Yes.
what about Grafana? Then Grafana is also an agent.
No, 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 no. For Grafana, we didn't install agent, right?
For Datadog, we are installing other
Right, right,
than
right. Yes.
Datadog plus agent, some agent tool.
Yes. Coming to Datadog, we
Okay.
need to install agent to specific services. What are services we are going to configure, like Docker, Kubernetes. Then we need to follow to onboard that service to Datadog using these types of agents.
If it
Mm-hmm.
can be done agentless, then why are we adding additional step here?
Sorry.
Can it
What's
agentless? Then
agentless? Datadog, right?
yeah,
Datadog is not agentless.
Her question is, if we are able to do it without agentless, then what is the need of doing with agent?
Sorry, I didn't get you. Once again, come again.
Her question is, if there is a feature to do the same task without the agent, like with agentless, then
Hmm.
why will go for agent one? For which
Uh,
scenarios will choose
uh,
agent one?
the scenarios, if we are using Datadog, then we need to go with the agent. Otherwise, we need to choose other platform like the agentless platforms.
So there must be some benefit of using that because agent it's an additional task, right? We have to install agent separately. So there
Yes.
must be some advantage of doing that.
Yeah, and one more thing is we need to configure as well. Sometimes we, for example, application monitoring, we will configure some other way that Datadog is provided actually. Got it? Because why we are using Datadog means I told you we can monitor entire things like uh, because uh, some scenarios. Okay, for example. If we are using some other platform, okay, instead of Datadog, um, we will face some issues to onboarding some machines to Datadog. But sorry, not Datadog, some other platform. But coming to Datadog, we can monitoring entire infrastructure. I mean, in legacy machines, we can monitor virtual machines, on-premise machine, databases, storages. Coming to latest tools like Docker, CI/CD tools, Kubernetes, entire thing we can monitor. That's why we just to go to the corresponding resources and do the minimal configuration. After that, we will get the information about the resources to our Datadog.
Okay, got it.
Can you explain the difference between agent and agentless? Like, what is agent? Is a software that reviews things.
Right. It's a software we installing on corresponding resources. So we can say there is someone who is there to sending all the details to our monitoring platform. It's a
Actually,
kind of
Datadog needs information, so that information it is getting from agent.
get from the
So
agent,
that's
right?
he's telling. That's what I got.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We will go to sort out a lab, okay? So you will get idea. So before that, we need to open a Datadog account, okay? So for a learning purpose, we can take a 14 days free trial Datadog account.
Your voice is breaking.
Hmm. Give me a second. Now it's clear, right?
I couldn't understand.
Now it's clear,
Please
right?
repeat the last three, four sentences.
Mhm. Yeah, coming to lab, we can. I will show you how to onboard Datadog. I mean, how to uh, create account on Datadog. In Datadog, we will get a free 14 days free trial for uh, I mean go through each services and all the things. So how to access Datadog? My screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So just to, search Datadog, and this is an official page, datadoghq.com. See, this is a way we create a free tier. So get started free. So here we need to provide the details, and before that, we need to choose the region where we are working. So we can go with the use. give the basic details like a mail ID, mobile number, name. That's fine. Give me a second. I need an email ID. My screen is visible, right? The Datadog configuration page.
Yes.
Okay. How to start it using? We need to choose the region. We can choose any region. Then give a name. Sorry, give an email address. Then name. Then password. Then any name we can provide here. Okay. Guruschools. Then sign. That's right. So our account is created. So we will get a notification to the corresponding mail. So just to copy paste. So this is our first initial startup page. Okay. So it will shows these are the resources we can hold in this database. I mean the stacks. Okay. We can onboard entire AWS account here, Docker, Kubernetes, others application, no relic, OpenStack, Chef. We can monitor, onboarding Terraform, Ansible, Azure, Google, GCP. See, that's why most of the organizations are choosing Datadog because we can monitoring entire infra, all the applications, services, infrastructure, all things we can monitoring using Datadog. Okay. So this is a basic page to provide what are things we are looking for, all the things to. So so we are now in new year. That's why install your first Datadog agent. Datadog agent collects metrics and events from your system and application. Okay. Install at least one agent anywhere, even on your workstation. So as of now, we didn't install any agent in any of the machines because this account, when we creating this account, okay, we will get a unique ID with the, we can see the our unique ID. Okay, I will show you. See, this is our unique ID, the green label. See, it's a kind of API actually to connect with the corresponding account that we created in Datadog. So this is the agent downloading command, all the things for a specific, this for Mac OS. So here we can choose what are the things we are going to onboard. Okay, if you are going Kubernetes, we can choose Kubernetes here. So we need to follow up these steps to onboarding Kubernetes to here. Okay. So same way we can monitor Ubuntu machine here, Amazon machine,
So we have
Lambda.
to do one by one for all the
Right, right.
things which are in our VM.
Yes.
Okay. But why Amazon Linux? Amazon Linux itself is a instance, like while instance we use OS as Amazon Linux.
Mm, to monitoring that instance, I mean the virtual machine. For example, yeah, we can go with the Amazon. Okay, like first we need to install Amazon Linux machine. So I'm now launching one machine quickly. Server. So I install a machine. Okay, so how I monitoring this machine? There are two ways we can monitor. Okay, we can directly monitor or create a dashboard and all things in AWS. Okay, but the next stage is we can more using any third party application like Datadog or Grafana Prometheus. Okay, so the quickest way is Datadog. So I will show you. Just go to login the machine, connect. Now I log into my machine. So here we can choose the corresponding machine that we are going to monitor. So here it will list automatic. I mean, we can default see the Amazon Linux here. So what will we do is we just copy the entire command. Okay. Then go back to here and paste it. Hit enter.
Can you scroll up? Sorry, I missed on what is the command you used.
This command, the command we will get from run this command to install or update. This command that within
You just copy pasted this in the command prompt?
right. Just copy the entire command and paste it here. It's done. You can see here. It will create a directory. I mean, the directory where the Datadog configuration file. Okay. So this is a configuration file of Datadog. We can configure, okay, as per our need. It's basically sending all the details, all the basic details, okay. If we need more details like live log or anything like that, then we can enable and customize just to go to this directory. This is a directory. Sorry, this etc is there. This is a directory uh, now created. Okay, I mean whenever we install the Datadog agent. So create a directory Datadog agent. Then there is a file named datadog.yaml. So this file we will configure as per the requirement. If we need integrate more details or enabling more details, then we will go to this and enabling that thing. Now we can just go back and check. See, you can see screen, right? All of you.
Yeah.
You have your first agent running. Congrats. Then we can just finish. Now actually we are going to our dashboard. Okay. So this is our dashboard. So click here to dashboard. And go to monitor. Infrastructure. Yes. It will take some time, I think, to fetch here. Otherwise, we can see in our infrastructure. Okay, our machine will list here. See, our machine is listed here. My screen is visible, right? All of you.
Yes, yes, we can see it.
Yeah.
So here we can see this is our host name like IP, the local IP 10.31, then EC2 internal. Then we can see the machine is under Linux, then the version active, status is active, then the CPU utilization we can see here, and all related. I mean, we will get the basic information here. You can click to getting more detail. See the metrics, process, load average, and this is our host information. Okay, like how many cores are in our machine, one core, logical core one, IP. This is the local IP of our machine. Then RAM, we have around 1 GB RAM. That's why this 995 MB. Then these are the machine details like true Linux, kernel Linux, processor 8 into 8, 86, 64. Then CPU details, network, memory, file system, all things, all basics details we will get here related to the corresponding machine.
So for each of the application, we need to run the command or we need to install
Yes,
separate
yes, yes,
agents.
yes. We need to go through each. For example, we are going to deploy one more mission. So then we need to go to the mission and do the same things.
Not much like
Otherwise,
Kubernetes and other apps are there. For that, we need to install separate agent for each of the applications or each of the systems, right? Like this
right,
is
right.
instance agent. To monitor the instance,
Yes,
we
yes,
run the agent
yes.
command for that.
For example, for Kubernetes, we need to perform some other task. Same way to getting all the cluster details to Datadog.
In the
For Doc,
same instance, right? In the same instance, come
no, no, no,
in
not same code, not same code. I'll show
the
you.
code will be different, but in the same instance machine, we need to run the corresponding command according to the requirement. Like for Kubernetes, there must be some other command to run.
Hmm.
That's the agent, right?
Right, right. So we can go to integration and see how to perform to monitoring different. So here you see there's a SSH is detected. Okay, so we can install that some plugins here. Then go to agent. See, I need to onboard Docker. So how to onboard Docker? See, this is a way we need to follow to onboard Docker in here. Like run this command, Docker run. So we can just check this too. Okay, how to onboard a Docker. Before that, we need to install Docker. So I'm here going to install Docker sudo yum. Okay, now I installed Docker. So how to onboard Docker to Datadog? Okay, so we just to go to the integration. See the integration, then click on integrations, and after that we will get this page. This page, then we need to come to the agent. Okay, click agent. Here we can see the listed infrastructure. So choose Docker. So here we need to choose a select API as well. We have a API. This is a API, unique API for when we creating this account. So it will add to here. See, in the entire code, our API is added. Okay, so just copy and uh, see, it will create some agent and some container in our Docker for getting the Docker details to our Datadog. Now we are in the Docker. Okay, leave the virtual machine. So here you can see it's downloading, pulling some Datadog agent applications, and it will create a container actually. Docker, yes. See this container for running the Datadog agent. So we can check it will listed here or not. Go to infrastructure, then just to go to containers. It will take some time actually. See, we can see how many utilization, I mean, process that is allocated for the Docker. Yes, Docker is fetched here. See, when corresponding machine, okay, this is our host machine. So if we go with the containers, then if we install any Docker, then we can see the Docker details here. So this is our Docker container actually, the DD agent for now we install for getting the details. So we can see that go to container. See, this is our container page. So here it will list it. Got it. So this is a UP utilization, then memory, all things we can see. Regarding the single, I mean single what content, okay. For example, I'm going to install one more container, okay? I'm quickly pulling Nginx from in the Docker Hub. Then I'm going to running that Nginx sudo docker run detachable mode, then port 8080 fine 8080 then Nginx. Okay, both containers are here. But for this container, we didn't do anything. We can, it will automatically getting the second container, and we can see in our Datadog dashboard. Just refresh. It will take some time. See, Nginx is reflected here. Yes. Now you got the idea, right? All of you.
Yes.
We can monitor Kubernetes in I mean coming to Kubernetes section. Okay, I don't have any Kubernetes running in AWS, so for that thing we can monitor. Then Apache we can monitor whenever we are going with Apache lab. Apache means Apache services. We can see the live logs. Okay, to who are accessing our application or from which devices the request came to the Apache. All things we can monitor. So this is actually a onboarding of our resources. Then after onboarding, okay, we need to create alert based on our requirement. Okay, for example, we have two Datadog containers running here. So we need to monitor these things based on certain criteria. For example, if any container is down, okay, or going to exit state or stopping state, then we will get the alert. So we all the things we need to configure as per the requirement in Datadog. Mostly that part is SRE part, so Site Reliability Engineers part. But sometimes we need to manage these things. Got it, all of you.
Are you using Datadog in any of your projects?
In my previous project, we are using for monitoring all our infrastructure, like application, Kubernetes, Docker, all infrastructure. But the fun part is they are gradually moving to open source like Grafana, Prometheus, because of high, cost.
So Datadog is a closed source operating.
Sorry?
Closed source. Datadog is closed source?
Yes.
Okay.
So, one question regarding troubleshooting while monitoring. When you troubleshoot, what kind of errors, or
For example,
is
if
that
we
all the site engineers work, or in real time do we have to troubleshoot?
in real environment, actually, this monitoring platform monitored by some L1 case. Okay, so this will monitor 24 for 7. I mean 24/7 process. So if any issues they are facing, I mean if any alert are there or anything, they will monitor. They will inform to the corresponding POC or the next person like L2 or L3. So the on-call person will manage the issue. Like, for example, if any machine is down or Docker container is down, then the L2 person will go to check the corresponding instance. I mean, uh, yeah, the issue. Got it. I mean, this is in happen in production environment, okay? Because only L1 team will there 24/7. So other persons, I mean, L2 and L3s will leave after the office hours, right?
Yeah.
So they will inform via
So,
mobile.
what I was asking is, what is our role? Setup, is it at the setup level,
Yes,
or
yes, yes.
is it at the monitoring level? Setup
Setup,
level.
not monitoring.
Okay,
Yeah.
so once the setup is done, our work is done.
Right, right.
The L2 team will take care of the errors and L1 team will report to them, right?
L2 in the sense of DevOps. Actually, L2 and L3 we can call as DevOps engineers.
That's the reason I'm asking what kind of errors we face and how to resolve them, because in an ideal production environment we get a very less chance of setting up anything. It's already
Correct.
been set up there for a while, and our work would just to monitor, correct errors, all these things would be our
Yes,
responsibilities.
yes. Right, right, right. So, in my perspective, we are facing regarding the Docker, Kubernetes, pod error, Docker containers exiting issues. So, these similar types of issues we are facing. So, if you for these issues, we just go to the corresponding. For example, if any Docker is stopped, okay. So, what we will do is we just log into our machine, then go to the check the Docker container status. We can getting logs from, for example, so many commands that we need to learn regarding Docker actually. Okay, like how to troubleshoot the Docker. Like for example, now here we have two Docker containers like Docker PS. Oh, sorry, Docker. So two containers here running. Okay, so if we are in troubleshooting phase, okay, so how we troubleshoot these Docker containers? So there is another command sudo Docker. We can check the logs of the container. Okay, so we can see the logs. What are the stages or any issues or anything we can find in the logs, Docker log. Then the container name. Okay, I am going to getting logs of Nginx. Copy paste. Oh, sorry, logs. Docker. So this is a log. Okay, so this is a log for the Nginx. So here you can see configuration completely ready to start using a polygon method. Start worker. This seems the Nginx is working fine. So consider the Nginx is exit state or anything. It will show here, okay, in which causes that going to stop, or then we can sort out things like to check the Docker file or anything. And we can fix the issue, and again we need to restart the issue. Similar way, we will troubleshooting Docker containers, okay. Then Docker inspect another command, Docker then the container name. So this is the full entire configuration of our Nginx. So here we can see, for example, if any error there, then here we can see the error. It will exit code, all the things we can see here. Now its status is running and running through, all the thing is done. So using logs and inspect is to troubleshooting Docker content. Okay, keep in mind it's symbol Docker, then the command is log or inspect, then the content name or content ID. So similar way we will troubleshoot the issue. Okay, as a DevOps engineer, if you face any issues in or any alert that pop up in Datadog, then we will go to the corresponding resources and sort out the issue. If it is in Docker, then this way, then virtual machine, then go to the virtual machine and check the issues. Then Kubernetes, same way, go to check Kubernetes issues or vService is stopped or checking the logs like that.
I'm not familiar with the L1 and L2 terminology that you use. Are there different shifts for maintaining the software?
No, L1 is basically the lower level resources who monitor, and L2 is the escalation level. Like in case they usually L1 team monitors everything in a production real environment, they'll have to be there 24/7. And in case of any issues, they report to the L2 team. Usually L2 teams are the client side, but here in this scenario, I'm not sure how it is.
So are L2s like the experts, they can figure out what's wrong?
Right.
L1 team has the experts as well, but in case if it can't be handled, then it's an escalation level, I guess.
Oh, so like who's awake paying attention is L1 and L2.
Are
they
I
like on the client side?
It's starting with the L0 actually. L0, L1, and L2 and L3 in each scenario. For example, if you are explaining with the DevOps, okay, there is a L1 or L0 case there. That case are have minimal experience like freshers. We can consider some freshers joining in company. Then we allocate that freshers to L0 to, getting knowledge to the process, all the things, and we will give some KTs so they know that these are our environment, what are the things we are doing as a L0 gay or L1 gay. Mostly they are handling, monitoring our infrastructure, not getting into configuration or any other part, only monitoring. Then we will give some daily routine, small size step to them, L1 team. L1 we give to L1 team. And if any troubleshoot issue or deployment part, all the things go to L2 and L3. Coming to L2, the guys have experience in 4 to 5 years experience, like above 5. If IT engineer or IT administrator, DevOps engineer, all things same, but we called as L2s. And L3, it's a high level, like above 8 and 10-year experience guys are there. They have much experience in the infrastructure. The industry, like DevOps or any platform.
Okay, thanks.
So, how do we download this log file into a notepad for easy access? Here, it seems like in a production environment, it will be like
Just to
huge,
copy
right?
like this.
Just copy paste.
Yeah.
Okay. And this log, is it for a day or till date? It'll bring in all the information, or does it have a cutoff like 14 days log I can pull or something like that?
Not it won't change actually. You mean it's changing or not, right? As per scenario.
No, if for example there this one we just connected, right? So in real time scenario, I'm always talking in terms of real time. So they'll have huge. The log is very huge,
Yes,
right?
yes. The log is based on the application, right? If we deploy big size application, then the log is different. This log is fully for Nginx. See, this is actually, we didn't customize anything. That's if coming to production environment, I mean the application is different. Application have a lot of details like network configuration or storage. Then it log will be huge. Like I mean, comparing this log. This is not log. This is actually inspect. Okay. Inspect, when we are using inspect command, we can see the full end.
Dog fixer is back.
My screen is usable, right? All of you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So yeah.
Yes.
So this is the way we will get the logs actually. Docker log. So this is a log actually, okay? Where it is like, yeah.
We were discussing about the logs, about how many days logs we get. We get the full logs or how?
No, this log is just based on the running instance, okay? Here the running instance is a running container. So we will get the log based on the running container. The details
We
like,
can customize the log, right? Like for 15 days or how many days. We can do that, right? Customize the log capacity day wise, or is there any feature we can do that?
hmm, actually, this is the log for the running container. See, here the running container is the above one is CB61 is the container, Nginx container. So we will get the log for this container. Not a, this log is not a live log or anything. This is related to the running Docker container. Okay, so we will get the details of the running container, like the status, the container is running, or the container is stopped. Then why the container is stopped, the issues, all the things we can see here. This is not live log actually. So I'm just going to check another log like Kubernetes, sorry, Docker PS. I am going to check the logs of the agent, okay? It will, we will get another log. See, this much log we will get for the agent. Got it. When comparing to what Nginx, we will get a small log. Then coming to the agent, we will get a long log because this agent is currently monitoring our what Docker system. So if any new container is creating or not, so if any new container there, it will automatically getting the container detail and send it to our Datadog dashboard. Got it.
I saw one more log
Yes.
page on the Datadog. What is that? Give
Which one?
uh, on the
Docker.
Datadog. Datadog, I've seen a tab called logs. Go back to that screen, Datadog screen in the dashboard.
Okay.
Because this command prompt instance I'm facing, I'm unable
This
to
log,
read
this
all
one,
this. Yeah, this one. What does this show?
this log is the instance level log actually, not container. Even container, we can see the logs, I think. Just to go to the container, then click any of the container. Not here, I think we just do here. The logs, this log is based on the machine logs. See, we didn't configure this log. These are the, by default, this is disabled. As per the requirement, we just to go to the datadog.yaml. I told that there's a YAML configuration there. Then go to the YAML page and we need to enable the logs and all the things. So if you enable the log, we will get the logs of the machine, that running machine. We will get entire logs. Not specified to any of the application, we will get entire logs. Same way we can enable the network, process, traces, all the things. By default, we will get the metrics and host name. And we install container. That's why it's container listed here. Then go to container. Here we can see the logs. You can see the logs. This log based on Docker, not the logs that we seen here. Okay, that is only for the specific container. Coming to this log, we will get all the live logs of the Docker, specific Docker container. That all the things we need to configure as per the requirement.
What kind of questions we will be asked in interviews or anything regarding this?
This coming to, I mean, Datadog is purely, Datadog configuration is purely SRE based jobs, but this is a add-on actually. So
You said SRA based jobs?
SRE,
What is SRA?
site reliability engineer. Similar like DevOps engineer, but mostly they are focusing on observability parts like configuration, these logs, alerts, and all things. Got it. So coming to SRE, in JD, I can see Datadog and all the things. Even in DevOps, JD, I see Datadog. It's a plus. If we have knowledge in Datadog, then it will a plus point to us if we facing interview like that. So you can say like I am familiar with the Datadog, configuring, onboarding in infrastructure to like Datadog. So we can say the steps that we are following, like copying the command with the API, then install the agent to the machine, like that. Then application monitoring or service monitoring, we will log, like we will onboard Apache services and getting the logs. Similar way we can explain to the interview. Now you all get some idea, right? How this Datadog, how to create account, how to onboard machines like that. All of you.
Yeah, the basic idea is fine. I'm not
Uh,
sure if that is enough to satisfy the interviewers or in the real scenario.
Real scenario, I think that is purely SRE part actually, the configuration part of, for example, now this first phase is done. The second phase is just create the rules and alerts based on the requirement. That's the second part. That's enough. That's the last part as well. Then some more configuration part here, like Kubernetes monitoring, application monitoring, Apache, not monitoring, onboarding. Okay. Some, because instance in onboarding is easy process, just to copy and download things like that. But coming to Docker, we can easily onboard the Docker. Kubernetes, I think we need to choose Helm package for some more steps to onboarding Kubernetes cluster. then Apache, then we need to do more steps to onboard that thing. So that's a way actually. But all details we will get from the Datadog. For example, I'm going to choose to integration, then go to integration, then agent. Here we can type the Apache. See, we need to install the plugin actually. So just to click plugin, then configuration, go to configuration. So we can see the steps that we need to follow. So these are the configuration page. So this much things we need to follow to getting the details of Apache services in Datadog. Like first we need to install the agent on Apache server, then mod status. Then we need to go to the, there is a YAML file in Datadog. So we need to go to there, then add these things, then restart the agent, then log collection. Then we need to go to Datadog YAML and enable log enable is equal to true. We need to change it to now it's false. Then again we need to go to the config YAML and add the path, all the things. So these are the steps we need to follow. Okay, from here, this is for Docker, leave that. To onboarding different services. For each services, different configuration setup actually. And all the setups will provide Datadog. We just follow. That's all. Got it. All of you?
Got it. Yep.
For Apache, why we are going via integration, and for other it was like agent, right? We were installing the agent.
No. Like here also, for example, first we configure install a virtual machine, then we install the agent, right? Now we can say there is a agent inside our machine. So again, what we'll do, we install Apache in the same machine. So we didn't a agent for Apache actually. So just configuration is enough because there is a configuration file for Apache and configuration file for our Datadog. So we just customize the details, like what are things we need to put there in the configuration file. So it will redirect.
But same goes with other things also, right? Like Kubernetes and all, it's all already there in the machine. Then why we are
No.
going with the option?
Coming to Kubernetes, Docker, it's purely isolated infrastructure. Got it.
Hmm.
Not a direct
Okay.
connection with our local machine or anything like that. Coming to Kubernetes, it's entirely different because it's not connected to anything. You coming to
Right.
manage Kubernetes cluster.
Okay. The things which are already in the machine, for that we'll just do the some customization, right?
Yes.
Can you show us again where that option was there, the integration?
Just to go to integration down. See, you
Oh,
can see my screen. Then go to
yes.
integrations. Click the integrations. Okay, now I'm in integrations. So for onboarding, Docker, virtual machine, all the things, we just go to the agent. So coming to application, then we can choose the integration part. If you install any machines or anything like that, go to agent. Okay.
Okay.
It's not loading. Okay, I think this is enough, right? So I
Yeah.
think from
Sure.
tomorrow, from tomorrow we are going to start CACD.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye
And
bye.
all
Thank
of
you. Have a
you,
good night. Good day.
one more thing, all of you take an Docker Hub account, right? And GitHub.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, we have.
Fine. Then okay.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye all.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye.